Okay, so in this video I'm going to be talking about Jupiter transiting in the constellation of Aries based on constellational Vedic astrology, and Jupiter's going to be transiting in Aries from the 22nd of April to the 1st of May 2024, and obviously that's the 22nd of April this year. So yes, before I go into the Jupiter in Aries means for love, career, spiritual development and the karmic meaning, when Jupiter moves into Aries, it also makes a semi-sextile to the moon and makes a conjunction aspect with the sun on the 22nd of April at 45 minutes past midnight. And in astrology, the aspect that a planet makes when it's moving into a new sign, it has a big impact over the next year and the vibration of how this energy will play out on the personal and collective level as well. So combining these formidable forces of energy can lead to a dynamic shift in our lives, both positively and negatively. Ultimately, you know, if you believe in this stuff or work with this energy, the positioning of Jupiter in Aries has many benefits for those attuned to the energies of the universe. The semi-sextile to the moon enhances our emotional awareness and intuition, allowing us to make better decisions in our personal and professional lives, which is good because Aries energy and Jupiter can make us more impulsive. Additionally, the conjunction to the sun provides an opportunity for growth in all areas of our lives, so the sun's in the mix as well over the next 12 months, so it makes it a great alignment for making plans for the future and setting goals. It's also an excellent time to take action towards your true purpose and passions. But the semi-sextile aspect, although subtle energy, can cause more of an inner restlessness and a desire for change. So this aspect backs up that over the next 12 months, individuals may feel the need to take risks and make impulsive decisions, which can lead to negative consequences. So try and, as I think them out, more about that later. Additionally, the conjunction with the sun can magnify the effects of the semi-sextile aspect, increasing the potential for irrational behaviour and reckless action. So it's, valuable to maintain balance and think carefully before making any significant decisions. It's also helpful to seek guidance from trusted advisors or mentors who can provide valuable insights and perspective. This energy holds the potential for expansion and growth in all areas of your life. However, it's mindful to watch out for taking more than what you can handle, and networking with others, and being mindful and practicing self-care and staying grounded and in touch with your true values and purpose, which you already know or you can find by going within yourself. So yeah, now I'm going to talk more about Jupiter in Aries in more depth. So yes, Jupiter is known as the planet of expansion and luck, and when it's in Aries, it represents qualities such as expanded individuality, independence and confidence. So these attributes of putting ourselves out there are going to be a chance for them to be more increased. So this means if you're normally not the most assertive type, this is a chance, because nothing's set in stone with these transits. This is a chance for you to become more confident. Also at the time of Jupiter transiting Aries, Mercury's in retrograde, so there may be delays in using this energy of Jupiter in Aries for the first 3 to 4 weeks, or up to 6 weeks actually, because it's still going to be in its pre-shadow retrograde period for after it comes out of retrograde. So anyway, and also Venus is out of bounds, which means it's supporting this Jupiter energy of going out there, putting yourself out there in terms of higher meaning, travel, and getting more in touch with your spirituality and religion and stuff like that as well. Venus is out of bounds to about the 1st of June, I think, so all of these energies are nicely working together. Also, the sun's in Pisces, so it's supporting all of that, working deep on your spirituality, getting down to the bottom root causes of your addictions. Right now, Mercury's retrograde in Aries and Jupiter's going into Aries, so these energies are working together. But what it means that, you know, we may speak to ourselves, our inner talk, more harshly, and to others more harshly as well. Venus is in Aries, so it's a lot of Aries energy where, you know, we may just be a bit too fiery with each other. And of course Uranus is in Aries as well, so as you can see. But we do have Pluto providing that grounding energy in Capricorn as well. But we've also got Chiron in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, so, you know, we may be acting out of our gut instincts, fiery, thinking, not thinking before we act energy, and our emotion energy as well, while Jupiter's in Aries, at least for the next 6 months, so we just have to be aware of that. But yeah, I'm going to talk also how to make the best use of this energy, the negatives, the positives, what it means more in depth for love, hookups, like committed relationships, love relationships, career, education, spiritual growth and personal development. Also looking into the karmic meaning. Other keywords associated with Jupiter are growth and higher meaning, so looking beyond the surface. And Aries is also a sign of action and taking the initiative, so we're not waiting for things to happen, we're going out there and making them happen. So this energy is obviously excellent for all types of personal, professional growth, as Jupiter's influence amplifies the need and the urge for some of you to take on new projects and make new beginnings. It encourages us ultimately to take risks, pursue new opportunities and expand our horizons. But on the negative end, it can make us more, as I said, impatient, restless and impulsive if we don't use this energy correctly. Because as a karmic holistic astrologer, I see it as we have to tap in after doing a lot of work on my natal chart and clients' natal charts and stuff, and seeing, you know, that some people with natal Saturn in the first house, for instance, doesn't fit into that definition of what you would see, but they have different aspects in the natal chart. Maybe they have their moon in Aries, so, or their moon, and let me think of a better example, their moon in Leo, so it overrides that kind of Saturn in the first house or Saturn in Aries energy. So anyway, my point is here that, you know, it's about applying the energy. This energy is going to affect the world that we live in, but for us to take advantage of it as individuals, we have to actively work with it. So right now there's a need to balance the urge to take action with the need for planning and strategizing. Although I'm going to go in depth about each of these in a while. In summary, if you want, you know, the quick version in terms of love and relationships, Jupiter signifies a time of passion, adventure, being more spontaneous. It can bring us closer to our romantic relationships, but on the negative end, there can be impulsive decisions that can wreck relationships, so we can ignore red flags and, you know, blow up our whole lives and stuff like that. More about that later. For career and education, it's an excellent time in general to take on leadership roles or putting yourself up there, educating yourself rather than waiting for other people to educate you, or learn new skills for your career rather than waiting for your company to put you through these courses. You know, we live in the age of information, so we can always watch videos online and train ourselves with discipline and focus. And in terms of education, it's essential to be cautious when making any significant educational decisions or career decisions as well, as harsh decisions can lead to undesired outcomes. Can you see it's the harshness, and like I said, there's a lot of planets in Aries, so this may, you know, amplify this as well. On the spiritual level, it allows us to continue or start working on our spiritual goals or religious goals. It facilitates growth and development, and especially in terms of self-empowerment and finding the balance between assertiveness and impulsiveness if you really want to do so. In terms of career, spiritual, educational and personal development, the key is to tap into the positive aspects of this transit and minimise the negative effects by doing careful planning, having self-awareness and finding the right balance. On the karmic level, you can find your truth path. This is what this energy wants us to do, and be mindful of the choices and the thoughts we allowed ourselves to think, taking calculated risks, and doing this will bring about the circumstances that allow us to fulfill our soul, higher consciousness, higher selves, purpose or destiny. So now I'm just going to talk deeper about everything I mentioned. So during this transit, Jupiter will bring opportunities for personal growth, especially for those who take the initiative and action. For those seeking personal development or career growth, this transit can provide an increased sense of optimism and understanding. People who take the initiative and action will benefit the most from this transit. Literally grabbing opportunities by the horns right now. So the positives are that you'll have higher levels of energy, motivation, and you'll be able to use them to make progress towards your goals, increase optimism, confidence that can help you overcome obstacles that come your way, an increased sense of adventure, willingness to take risks, which can lead to exciting opportunities. You'll have a better understanding of your strengths and be able to leverage them. If you have a positive mindset, then you really can achieve anything in new or long-term projects. The negative end, again, impulsiveness can lead to hasty decisions that can backfire. Arrogance and overconfidence can lead you to overestimate your abilities. So you know how we get all cocky-rocky. We think, yeah, we can take on the world, we can do anything. And in truth, we can do most things, but only if we'll plan, and we prepare to work hard and take steps and keep on going when we feel like giving up and all the rest of it. And sometimes it can take decades to get to where you want to get to. So the key to life is to keep on going, and then you can make it despite all odds, which is also a Phil Collins song. It just came into my head. So yeah, anyway, you can have a difficulty in maintaining focus due to scattered energy, kind of like how I am today. The need for instant gratification can lead to frustration when things don't move fast enough for you, and the possibility of conflict and impulsive behaviour can lead to you burning your bridges and missing opportunities. So we've got a saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. So you may actually pee off your boss who was about to give you a promotion, or someone may come into your life with an opportunity and you may rub them up the wrong way because you're having a bad mood. So try and keep your moods in check. So yeah, to make the best use of this transit for personal development, stay optimistic, use patience and focus, stay grounded, take time to learn about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your blind spots especially, and work towards building a foundation for success, for knowing your limits and being prepared to manage your weaknesses as well. And ultimately remember that success that is built on impulsiveness and arrogance is never sustainable. It always ends. So just remember to keep your wits and manners about you at this time as well. As I said earlier, in terms of love and hookups, it's good energy for this, but we have to avoid doing and saying things that we don't mean. It gives us the confidence to socialise that can create new connections or deepen existing relationships. Jupiter, as I said, is a planet that represents prosperity, growth and positivity, and it can make us more positive about our relationships. For some, it'd be a relationship with yourself. For others, it'd be hookup relationships. For others, it'd be, more committed. This energy gives us the courage to tell someone we may have had feelings for a long time how we feel, and pursue our romantic desires and also our dreams as well, and also have more fun in our relationship, giving us sort of like a rejuvenation and allowing us to become more enthusiastic and open to more intimacy and closeness, and be more adventurous in the bedroom, and maybe increasing our sex drive as well. But we must also communicate openly with our partners to make sure that we're on the same page, not to assume, because Aries and Jupiter are very thoughtful. We can assume things, so just ask the questions so you don't just start planning a wedding when your partners may be planning to break up with you and stuff like that, So to avoid regrets, Ask the right questions, practice self-control, especially when it comes to making important decisions or having difficult conversations with loved ones. By channeling the positive aspects of Jupiter in Aries, it's possible to take our relationships to new heights. Just remember to communicate openly and respect boundaries to avoid unnecessary drama. Jupiter, in terms of career, as I said, it's a time to find a balance between ambition and practicality, and to avoid jumping into overly ambitious projects without the proper planning and consideration of resources or consequences. Also be cautious with financial decisions and maintaining practicality, feet on the ground, because sometimes Jupiter can, like I said, make us something of the best and everyone's just haters, and you can be the greatest if you're prepared to work for it, and that's just the truth of the matter. So balance desire for growth and expansion with practicality and caution to avoid potential setbacks or failures. So now's the time to assert your leadership skills and be more determined, and be open to the unexpected opportunities to broaden your horizons by examining your passions and purpose in your chosen career path, and pursue your passions with enthusiasm. But caution is advised against recklessness and taking on more than you can handle. Overall, the best use of this transit for career development is to harness the energy and motivation it provides, while also being mindful of the potential risks and pitfalls. In terms of education, this encourages us to explore new and innovative ideas, and as a result we may take more courses or engage in educational activities that challenge us to think outside the box. We may be more drawn to more philosophical, technological, spiritual, scientific, specialised fields of study. Any educational pursuits you undertake during this time may have significant long-term benefits and bring about transformational changes in your life, both personally and professionally. So it's advisable to capitalise on this transit by pursuing new learning opportunities and taking risks in your educational projects. But again, we have to watch out being overconfident. That can lead towards, not preparing for any tests or exams, just thinking, I can watch one video and now I'm an expert in whatever it is. I'm an expert psychologist, or I'm an expert doctor now. I've watched one medical video and stuff like that. Also, impatience. There can be a tendency to rush through tasks or assignments, sacrificing the quality of work. Remember that practice makes perfect, and surface level learning never leads to depth. So also watch out for arrogance, as this can cause issues in your classroom or online with your online course members, or just thinking you know it all. Like, I've watched one video, I know more than you, even though you've got 20 years of experience, So also there can be a lack of focus, again scattering that energy, making it difficult for you to concentrate. Just take time, take breaks, give yourself the necessary time, and add this into your learning time, that you will sometimes drift and not be able to pay attention and stuff. And impulsiveness can lead you to make hasty decisions, and this can result in poor academic results. But despite these negative consequences, it is overall excellent time, as I said, for educational development, because it allows us to set goals and clear intentions for our academic success. And we've got a good year to work with this energy as well. So that's why I'm going in more depth on this video, because Jupiter is going to be here for a year, so you can go back throughout every couple of months and check on your progress if you want. It allows us to take action, proactive steps towards achieving our educational goals. And because Aries loves a challenge, it's an excellent time to challenge yourself and push yourself within your limits, or work on your weaknesses, so you can learn, use your strengths and push yourself until when you get to where you you want to be. Not so much fake it until you make it, but kind of. Also, in terms of education, it's good energy to, you know, take the lead in it, as I said before, and embrace your independence. So yes, we can watch courses, other people can help us, but you have to, you know, take the responsibility to making progress over the next year while Jupiter's in Aries. So yeah, no, it's scary, but explore new subjects, areas of interest, enroll in classes, online or offline, or workshops that align with your goals and intentions. Seek out mentors and experts in the field and respect them as well, but of course think outside the box and add your own input. But as someone said to me, you have to know what's in the box, so know the tradition of any subject or discipline to think out of the box, so keep that in mind. So on the spiritual level, it encourages independent thinking and action towards spiritual growth and expansion, especially in areas where you may have previously held back. Jupiter in Aries emphasises taking the initiative, being more confident and taking a risk. This transit represents an opportunity to explore new belief systems, philosophies and experience that can help you broaden your horizons and deepen your connection with nature. The key to fully using this potential of Jupiter in Aries is to remain more open-minded, adventurous and willing to take bold steps towards your spiritual development. So Jupiter in Aries is like the universe is daring us to take a leap of faith and explore uncharted spiritual territory. But let's not forget that every rose, which is true, has its thorns. So with this energy, it can make us a bit brash and cheeky and impulsive, and we may not think carefully before we jump in, and we may jump in blinding. So as a wise person said, measure twice and cut once. And the same goes for spiritual growth. Take the time to reflect on your choices before making them. Watch videos, watch research. Don't fall for fake gurus and goddesses and all of that. Ultimately, a spiritual teacher leads you to a deeper connection with your higher power and your higher self. They do not try to make themselves your higher power or be your higher self. And that's how you can tell the difference between someone who's really trying to help you and someone who's trying to just boost their own ego. And also watch out for being too self-centered when it comes to your spiritual and personal growth as well. Yes, you're on a journey of personal growth, but don't forget the people around you. Have a little compassion. This can go a long way on the road to your, personal growth or spiritual enlightenment. Ultimately, the key to making the most of this energy for spiritual growth and personal growth is to remember it's a competition, not a race. Do your research, take it slow, and remember that a journey of self-discovery requires patience, humility, being humble, and a willingness to learn. So go ahead and take those bold steps, but don't forget to stop and smell the incense along the way. So yeah, the karmic meaning of Jupiter in Aries is that actions and decisions made during this transit can have long-lasting effects and consequences. The decision and actions taken during this period will have long-lasting effects and consequences that can shape your future. So before you dive headfirst into any major ventures, relationships, or making any firm decisions, pause and consider the karmic consequences. Remembering what goes around comes around, and this is not to place fear, because all karma is, it's ourselves. If you realise that sometimes the world blames people and that, but it's we become prisoners of our own mind and of our past mistakes, our past relationships, and getting stuck in time. And most of us do this from ages like 20, and then we get to like 60s, and then we think, where have our lives gone? So it's just really important to know that all humans make mistakes. This is, no one's perfect. Even the CEOs and that, they're not the smartest people. They've just got a lot of smartest other people working for them and stuff. It's about teamwork as well. So don't ever compare yourself to other people, is what I'm trying to say. And never think it's too late, as I keep on saying, to live your best life as well. So we have to sow the seeds of positivity during this period of Jupiter in Aries. It's valuable to be mindful and cautious while making important choices or taking bold steps during this transit. Jupiter wants us to find more inner happiness, adventure, and giving us a strong desire to explore new things and have the right mindset and take the right actions. So Jupiter in Aries on the karmic level just wants us to be open to the rewards that the universe will give to us by also not overstepping other people's boundaries and being selfish and anything like that. Practicing stillness exercises like meditation, yoga, tai chi, breath work can help us stay centered and calm during this time, especially because we're bound, some of us, especially those with strong Jupiter, Aries or Leo or Sagittarius energy in their natal chart, may feel more excited at this time and, overexcited. So doing all you can to avoid burnout and to chill out as well. And with thoughtful and deliberate approach to our choices, we can navigate this period with grace and wisdom. So yeah, in conclusion, Jupiter transiting in Aries from April the 22nd, 2023 to May 2024 allows us to grow on all levels and start new things if we choose to. So yeah, that was Jupiter transiting in Aries. Thanks for listening to this video.